What's up hunters, how y'all doing today? In today's video I'll show you a quick guide and review of our squid hunter, the Ancient One. Ancient One is currently one of the many hunters you can drop from boxes. He was released some months ago, but he's still one of the best characters in the newest updates. A big part of his success among many players comes from the fact that he has an amazing perk pool. He can be very versatile in many ways, and I'll show you some of those in this video. When it comes to our Tentacle Boys perks, the best choices are Multi-Shot, Demon Pact, Death Strike, Distance, and Attack Speed. His exclusive perk, Improved Tentacles, is useful for some situations, but it isn't a high priority. It is also worth to mention that if you want to have a hard time playing with him, pick the Pushback perk and you'll regret this decision for the rest of the match. His attacks directions are way too random for you to use the Pushback perk. 99% of the times this ends with you pushing enemies directly to yourself instead of away from you. When playing hunt mode, don't expect to score thousands of points. Ancient One simply isn't the hunter for that. He has amazing single target damage but can't do much against groups. His summoned tentacles take some extra milliseconds to start attacking enemies after being summoned, thus making it a slow kill. If they run away from the range of your tentacles, you'll have to cast them again. The best perk priority for Ancient One in hunt mode would be Distance, Death Strike, Attack Speed, and Multi-Shot. Of course, if you want to score even higher, you'll need lots of more XP perks with you. For Bounty Hunter mode, Ancient One is a very average hunter. His lack of natural range makes it difficult to fight against long-range enemies. At the same time, he has the option of using Multi-Shot with Death Strike, spreading traps around the map, where enemies could run by and get instantly killed with a bit of luck. When using him for Bounty Hunter, I like to run Multi-Shot, Death Strike, and Distance. It gives me enough resources to deal with high HP melee enemies and the majority of long-range enemies. Unlike Bounty Hunter, Duel mode nerfed Death Strike, so instead of dealing a fatal hit, it'll deal 5 extra points of damage. This means there's no reason to use Death Strike here. Instead of it, what we can take advantage of is Demon Pact. It can end some duels pretty quickly if the opponent isn't paying too much attention. My perma perks for duels are Multi-Shot, Demon Pact, and Distance. When Ancient One was released, he was the king of the boss hunt mode. This hasn't changed much since its release, honestly. His high single target damage is something we can't ignore for boss hunt mode. To get a good start, focus on Demon Pacts and some distance perks. Improved Tentacles isn't mandatory, but it is good to have some to extend the tentacles duration by some seconds. Always pick Multi-Shot over anything else when playing boss hunt. The perk priority here is Multi-Shot, Demon Pact, Attack Speed, Distance, and Improved Tentacles. Don't bother about Death Strike as it has no real benefit for this mode. An interesting fact only a few people know about is that Ancient One was so strong in boss hunt that the developer had to decrease his and Phantom's damage when attacking the dragon. They deal about 35% less damage than any other hunter. Another feature these two hunters share is the despawn mechanic. When the dragon starts attacking with his fire breath, all tentacles and ghosts disappear. That's why having a long tentacle duration isn't too much of a smart idea. Talking about co-op mode, Ancient One is one of the best hunters for this mode. His numerous attacks per second and possibility of having a Death Strike focused build made of him a formidable choice. Even though the Multi-Shot perks are limited to a maximum of 3, he can excels with a bit of luck and lots of Death Strikes. If paired with someone like Frozen Queen or Protector, you can progress countless waves using him. As my perma perks for co-op, I use Multi-Shot, Death Strike, and Attack Speed or Distance. As a perk priority, I'd say, get the maximum number of multi-shots, which is 3. After that, grab Death Strike and Distance whenever they appear, with the higher priority being for Death Strike. You'll also need 2 or 3 distance perks so you can attack enemies from a safer distance, never forget about that. Distance is also a survivability focused perk. Diving a little bit in the newest update, dungeons have finally been introduced into the game. We're getting 20 floors of the already known Dragon's Dungeon, and a brand new dungeon called Kraken Ship. Even though all the boss hunt mode exceptions still applies for Ancient One inside the dungeons, his damage is very high and can move further than most of the other hunters. I don't recommend using him before the 6th or 8th floor though, as he is super powerful and can be handy on the higher floors. Always try saving his power for the hardest floors. His perk priority here is the same as in Boss Hunt. At the end of the day, you're lucky if you dropped Ancient One from boxes. Now with the new dungeons being our new grind, having Ancient One unlocked by your side makes a huge difference. He isn't the best for Boss Hunt anymore, but surely is in the top 3 spots. Overall, I'd say Ancient One is a 8.5 out of 10 hunter to have. Definitely a must-have in any player's collection. Always remember to check the video's description to get access to Hunt Royale's official Discord server. You can learn lots of things there that are too extensive to explain in videos. If this video helped you somehow, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel. Are you liking this new format for videos I am testing? All feedback is important to the development of this channel. Thank you very much for listening until here. Have a great day, Hunter.